On these sun-drenched plains of southern Africa, centuries ago, a civilization emerged, a people whose ingenuity and ambition would build one of the continent's most remarkable cities. This is the story of Great Zimbabwe, a city carved in stone, rising from the landscape like a forgotten memory. At its heart, Great Zimbabwe was more than a city. It was a symbol of power and prestige, home to a sophisticated society that thrived from the 11th century until its mysterious decline in the 15th century. Here, among these stone structures, we find echoes of a kingdom that once dominated the region, controlling trade, politics, and culture. These stone walls, some standing over 11 meters tall, were built with astonishing precision, but there is something even more remarkable. They were constructed entirely without the use of mortar. This dry stone masonry technique reflects a mastery of craftsmanship passed down through generations. Great Zimbabwe was strategically located near the sources of gold and other valuable minerals, and it became a center for trade. Gold mined from the hills surrounding the city flowed to the coast and from there onto the ships of Arab, Indian, and even Chinese merchants. In return, the people of Zimbabwe acquired fine silks, porcelain, and glass luxuries that adorned the homes of the elites. But who were the people behind these walls? The rulers of Zimbabwe governed with the authority of divine kingship. The monarch, known as the Mambo, was believed to be a bridge between the spiritual and physical worlds. His connection to the divine was symbolized by the famous soapstone beds, carefully crafted statues that embodied the spirit of the people and their rulers. These statues, carved from soapstone, became symbols of power. Their wings, outstretched as if ready to take flight, represent the kingdom's aspiration for dominance across the land. But it wasn't just material wealth and spiritual belief that bound this society together. Great Zimbabwe was also a hub of innovation. The people were skilled metal workers, particularly in iron and copper. The tools they forged helped cultivate the land, which provided food for the city's growing population. The artistry of the people was evident, not only in their stonework, but also in the delicate pottery and intricate jewelry they crafted. Archaeologists have uncovered clues that suggest Great Zimbabwe's layout was carefully planned. The city was divided into different sections, each serving a specific purpose. The royal family lived in the hill complex, a towering acropolis perched on a hilltop, while the Great Enclosure, with its imposing stone walls, served as a ceremonial center. Yet, for all its grandeur, the fate of Great Zimbabwe is shrouded in mystery. By the late 15th century, this once thriving metropolis had been abandoned. Historians have long debated the reasons behind its decline. Some believe environmental factors, like drought or the exhaustion of nearby resources, played a role. Others suggest internal strife as competing factions vied for control of the kingdom. Some theories point to the depletion of resources. As the population grew, so did the demand for food, water, and firewood. Deforestation and soil erosion may have forced the people to leave in search of more fertile land. And yet, there's another layer to the mystery. There is evidence that points to political instability as well. The kingdom may have fractured under the weight of its own sources. Rival factions within the royal family could have led to civil unrest, weakening the city from within, while emerging powers in the region may have further undermined its dominance. And so, By the end of the 15th century, Great Zimbabwe was abandoned. The city that had once stood as a beacon of African power and achievement became a forgotten relic, its stones left to weather the passage of time. Today, the ruins stand as a reminder of a past that shaped the destiny of Southern Africa. The legacy of Great Zimbabwe is not only one of mystery, but of resilience. It stands as a testament to the ingenuity and strength of the African people, a civilization that rose from the earth, thrived against the odds, and left behind a monument that still speaks to us across the centuries.